Welcome back to Cryptogains for another video. I want to show you what I see in the Bitcoin price chart and the altcoins. I hope you've been buying because I think we've seen the bottom of this disgusting capitulation and now it's up only. If it sounds interesting, drop the like, give me subscribe. Loads of charts that I want to show you, but I want to be quick on it. I don't want to be too long. I got a bunch of moving averages up here. I think the most important ones to really pay attention to is this orange one that I'm flickering on and off, right? And this 21 moving average right here, right? So the top two, because the 50 has always been sort of like the go-to, especially on the weekly time frame. We've got Bitcoin on the weekly time frame here. So Bitcoin weekly time frame. And if, you know, most of the people that look at charts, we always look at the 50 to see, can it hold support? It's done it many times in the past, and this is where we've kind of decided, like, if it breaks it, it's serious danger. And, you know, in this case, it didn't. And I said to you guys in my last videos, I expect it to come down here. We actually pierced through, but I said, what I would like to see at the best scenario is have a wick be brought back up. So we've got bodied candles above this 50 week. That's what happened, and it's looking really good. We're now even coming up to this 21 and breaking through it. So in the short term, what do I expect to happen? Right, this is what I expect to happen. I expect that at some point, if we can have this green candle stay above this line, this 20 moving average is great. But I do expect that it might come back down to test it. Right, something like this, we'll have a red candle down to test it because it always comes back to hold support, and then it can just seriously have its moment to shine. The next candle afterwards, which is going to be red in a minute, but you know, I turned it, make it green, and then that next candle just takes us right up really, really high towards my marker up here, which I always said I believe we're going to see Bitcoin's price up to $122,000. Right, and it seemed hard to see, you know, in the past when everything was all crashing down and everyone was bearish. It's done, the market's over. People telling me we're going to $60,000, and I kept saying no, well, we can't, because if we go to 60,000, we're coming into this Gaussian zone right down here. I still got it marked. Look, there's the 60,000 level. That's dangerous. The market's done if we're at 60,000. Right, so far it's looking good, and actually if you look here on the Gaussian channel, we bounced off of it. So for those that are new, it's a channel where you do not want to enter it in the weekly time frame. If Bitcoin enters this channel with the price action that you're seeing into the channel, just one confirmed candle confirms that that's it, the market's done. You've missed the tops. You're in the disgusting bear market now, which usually when we go into it, we come out the other end and we fall at least 50 to 60%. In that case, it was 54%. 54% dump. You can take a look down here. Look, let me get down. 55% dump. You don't want to see that. That's half your money gone. If you made $1 million, $550,000 wiped out completely. And that's not even from the highs. That's just from coming out on the other end here. So this is a good channel to watch, and as you can see, we bounced off of it, which was great. I said we have to bounce. We can't have a body candle inside. Remember that? And, you know, that was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ahead now, we're here, right? So I'm watching this, and I'm thinking that Bitcoin's price could come back down to test off of this moving average, this green one, right, which is the 21. I'm going to make it thicker. You can click on this like this and then make it thicker like that. There you go. Because this is all I'm really watching. The 21 and the 50. I'm expecting it to come down. Where would this put it? It put it about $88,000. So people might think that the market's, you know, crumbling down again, because now we're at $94,000. But I don't know. I think that would be healthy. I think, like, you see a pullback. Can it hold support on the 21? And then it starts to fly away. And actually, if you look, every time we've broken down, you know, look at this last rally we had. The prior rally, we came up, and then we fell down. We pierced the green line. We came down and held support on the orange line. Every time we pierce this green 21 average, and we come down to the 50 and hold it, every time we break back above after that, so look, this is it. We broke down, we pierced the green, come down into the orange, and then we finally came back above again. Look, we surge up, but look at the next candle. The red candle comes down to test the green line, and then it shoots. And I'm going to make that, let's make it a yellow color so you can see. Oh, hold on. Oh, I didn't run. I'm trying to go back. It's not going back. I wanted to change this color. Look, there we go. You can see that price, look, so it came down from the 50 week, it shot up. Then it came back down for a red candle to test the green line, and then it bounced off the way it went. And you do see that quite often. Most of the time, especially when we've bounced off the 50 week, we come up, bounce, and then we go. So this is what I'm thinking could happen. We will see if it happens, if it plays out, right? So let's just take a look at some of these charts. I got the 3-day time frame here, which I've been watching as well. And I said to you, just 3 candles underneath is more than enough sign to tell you that the market's done. Look, there we had several candles. But obviously, I said to you, expect another rally up. Remember? That'll be your final rally and then come tumbling down. But we haven't got that. That's good. The market's still good. Look at this. It's clean, man. We haven't had 3 clean candles underneath this. It's a moving average. It's a 100 moving average. But I'm going to keep watching this 3-day time frame because it's quite significant. And usually when we see candles break it, so, I've got John, I'll give you examples here because I'm trying to confirm when the top of the cycle's in and when is it over. When have you've lost the chance to do anything? Look, so top of the market comes in, we come crashing down, we break this green line. If you break the green line with at least 3 candles, that's it. That's your warning sign that the market's done. Then eventually we get to this red line and then a massive dump, right? So this is what I'm looking for. Look, that was your warning sign that the market was weak. It rolled over, gave you a second chance to pump, and then came down. And this second chance happens all the time. Look, no matter where the candles are. Look, so this is your candles down here, and this is your second chance for the pump. Look, let me just get one of these. Look, your second chance, massive jump up, 50% pump. You see, it happens all the time. Look, this is your weakness here, but look, second chance before the massive dump, shoot straight up, 54%. So this is what I'm looking at. Look, this is just weak candles here, second chance to pump, straight up, right? So we haven't had that yet here, but I'm guessing that when we do fall below, we'll have a second chance, and it'll come up at wherever it is at the time. But I'll update you on that as it goes. This is the ribbons. No tangle in the ribbons. We came deep into the ribbons this time. We even pierced through right at the bottom down there. But look at the ribbons. Look, the yellow. It hasn't tangled with the rest. For those that are new, the EMA ribbons are powerful because it can tell you when the trend is reversing. So many people thought the trend was reversing. Yeah, on the short time frame, maybe on the daily time frame. Day to day, it was downwards, you can see here. But on the weekly time frame, it's still very, very bullish. Look at this. This is when you want to be scared. When you see, let me get rid of that. When you see this yellow line start to curve across all these orangey red lines and then it tangles. When you see that, that's your sign the market's done. It's all tangled. It's all bearish now. And look at the disgusting drop you see, right? These are the things we're looking for in the ribbons, and all these different charts hold out to make yourself more confident onto where you are in the market. And the same works the other way around. So when you're in the bottom of the cycle, when there's a bear market and you want to see when the market's going to turn around, you look for the yellow, look for it to come and tangle with these other lines, the other colors, and when it starts to come above all the orangey red lines, then that's it, we're bullish again. You see, you can see it. It's so easy to see. Your kid can understand this, and look, you just ride it up. And right now, we're still good. There's no tangle in the ribbons whatsoever. And again, this is on the weekly time frame. What have I got? I got the count the channel here, which is just a channel that shows me the trend, which way the trend's going as well. And same like I said to you before with that other one, whereas if you see candles underneath, it's like a larger time frame, just like another way of confirming where we are. If you see a few candles underneath on this count the channel, you do get that second chance to pump. You see, it goes up. That's your last chance. Take something because it's going to crash down. And I show examples of this all the time. Look, we come below this middle orange line. There's your candles underneath the middle orange line. You better be prepared to wait for this pump, which comes and then it dumps. Every time we go below this orange line, look, few candles underneath. Oh, hold on. Where was I doing it? This got moved. So it would have been here. No? Yeah? Whichever one it was. You can use these ones here if you want examples. There's candles underneath, and then we get a second pump, and then it dumps. Right? But again, we haven't done that. We've got no no 2-3 candles. We did have one example here, but what happened was the next day it got bought back up. So you saw a massive dump. Next 2 weeks gets bought back up. We want to see at least 2 confirmed candles underneath, at least. And that wasn't 2 confirmed. Actually, there wasn't even 1 confirmed candle underneath because the next 2 weeks it got bought back up. But this is how we're looking. We're looking good. You see, like Bitcoin's riding off this. I think it's going to come up, eventually pierce out of it and see some candles outside of this zone. Because every time we see candles outside of this zone, it's usually overbought. And I think that's when we're going to come up to this mark here, 122,000. It could go more. maybe 125, but I'm just, that's my market. When it gets to 122,000, I'm going to look at the market and then decide from there. This is the altcoins now. All your money, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So all of the money in altcoins. I've got a Fibonacci here, which is the different rainbow colors that you see, and where I think prices will essentially go, right, for the altcoins, where it can pump to. And I've got this, I don't know, I was looking to see if I could see like a form of a bull flag, what's been happening with recent price action, and that's what this is here. That's the flag pole, right? So I basically took it from all of the price action right back from here at its lowest, because, we've still got moves coming up. I know it sort of trended sideways a bit, but most of that was price action going up. And then as you can see, you got candles that bounce in between these two poles that I made, the actual flag formation. Whether it's 100% accurate, I'm not sure. But if it was to play out, it does still get me to my target up here, my first time to seriously look at all my altcoins. Because once we get into this blue box, which is about $1.7 trillion, that's the time for me to look at my altcoins. Maybe everything's 20, 30, 40x'd. And I've got to say to myself, maybe I should take something off the table now. That's just a thought. And, patrons will see that. If you don't want to miss it, you can become a patron. They always see when I'm buying, selling, and everything else. It's important for people, I think. You need to have a good sales strategy. If you don't, you're just going to get wiped out. People are going to just dump on you, and then you're not going to know when you're selling, and, it's done. So come over here. You want at least this one here, my most popular tier, because this one unlocks the sell alerts. You can get buy alerts on the tier below, but this one unlocks the sell alerts. You'll know exactly... weepy eyes. You'll know exactly when I'm selling. Yeah, that unlocks all the posts, which is why it's the popular tier. And if you can afford it, which I see a lot of people coming back in now, the CEO tier gives you access to a VIP Telegram group. It's a powerful network. Seriously is. Come check it out. There's so much stuff you can get in on early over there. You're super alerted to projects a lot of the time before I buy them, right? One that I recently shared did like a 50x in 24 hours. That was that more energy, more footwork. I've got my channel up. There's my channel. This one here I've been talking about because it just went crazy. It did a 5,400%, but they were looking at it in my VIP group way before I even bought it, right? So a lot of people got in early on that. Shout out to you. So yeah, this is where I'm expecting the price to go now, and you can see the pump is starting to come up with the money that's in the altcoins. Because again, we're just talking market cap. Money that's in. If it breaks out, I expect it to come somewhere up here in the future, right? And again, you have to learn to move the market, because I was hoping that all this would have happened months ago. But obviously the whole tariff thing with the Trump, that kind of just disrupted things. And now I'm having to move with the market, and that's what smart investors should do. Move with the market, which means I still think things could go crazy in a 3-month time frame. Meaning that if this is it, if this is about to go up now, 3 months from now, we would all be looking and laughing. I've got this orangey amber zone, meaning can the market cap of all crypto altcoins get up here? Because if it does, and I'm talking 2.5 trillion, maybe more, can it get up here? Because this could be a phenomenal time to consider taking serious profits off the table. Like serious, like pretty much all of it, just coming out, sitting back. At that point, we are all millionaires if you were buying at the prices of what you're seeing now, because everything's so damn cheap. I'm going to leave it here. If it was helpful, drop the like, give me a subscribe, stick around. I'm going to keep showing you this. You need to know when to sell, right? There's loads I can talk about, but I'll bring them in other videos because I'm looking at the RSIs as well, right? I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.